Hey everyone, this is Tim from Your Six Studios. Today in this video, I'm going to show you how to update your BIOS on a Gigabyte motherboard. So the first thing you want to do is go down to search and type in system information. And we need to get the model number of your motherboard. So go to system summary on the left, then go on down and go to baseboard product and version. So we can see the manufacturer is Gigabyte Technologies right here. The baseboard product is the B450M DS3HCF. And then we don't have the version right here. And I'm going to look directly at my motherboard to go ahead and get this. I'm just going to open it up and then zoom in. Now, to find the revision number on your motherboard itself, it's going to be listed somewhere on the edge of your motherboard. For me, it's in the bottom left, just under my GPU. If I go ahead and zoom in, we should be able to detect it very easily. And you can see it right there. It says revision 1.0 if I move that cable. So now that we have the revision number, we know exactly which BIOS drivers to go ahead and download for the update. Okay, so once we have that information, we want to simply open up a web browser and then we can go to google.com. And you could just type that information in to find the BIOS page. And I'm just going to do it through the Gigabyte website. So I'm just going to type in Gigabyte and specifically go here. So gigabyte.com. And you can click motherboards right there, but I'm just going to go through the entire process here. Service/support. Then go to consumer products, continue. Then let's go to the download center. Select product lineup. Let's go to motherboard. Select series. I'm going to go to all. Select category. Now I'm looking for the B450. So I'm going to scroll through, and I know it's an AMD, so I'm just going to scroll in through to the AMD section. So continue to go through here, and it's going to be the B450. So I just saw it up there. So let's go back up, and here it is, right here, AMD B450. Select model number, and since I know the revision number, it's going to be 1.0. So it's the B450 DS3H. This is the version 3, so I'm going to scroll on down. And here is the version 1.0. All right, so let's select this. Then I'm going to go to BIOS right here. Click this. And let's get the current version. So I can see this is September 2024. Okay, so here's July. So I know the top one is the most current one. So let's download this right here. And it looks like it wants me to save it to my downloads folder. So let's save it here. Perfect. And we can go to show in folder. And what I'm going to do is just simply drag this here to my desktop. Boom. So let's go ahead and just put it there. And we'll come back to this again at some point in the future. We're going to copy this over to a USB stick. So grab yourself a little USB stick, and then we're going to format this and create a partition on it if you don't already have one. So a USB stick, if you don't already know, it just looks like one of these. So here it is. Doesn't have to be a large one at all. This one is just 16 gigabytes, and that'll be plenty amount of space. It's not a very large file. So let's go to where it says search and go to create partition. And we want to go to create and format hard drive partition and open this up. And let's go down to the drive I just plugged in. All right, so now we need to go ahead and create a partition on one of our USB drives that is FAT32. Otherwise, this will not work if it's NTFS or EXFAT. So I plugged in another USB drive, and this one is going to be about 57 gigabytes. It's disk 2. And here's the disk I was showing you on camera before. This one is 14.3 gigabytes. And it's write protected, so I can't delete the entire thing because I had Linux or something installed on it. I was installing it on another computer. But I do have some allocated space I can go ahead and put a new drive letter to. So what I want to do is go to my USB and make sure you correct the exact one, because if you delete all the information off the wrong drive, this is going to be your hard drive. So make sure whatever you're deleting, you know exactly what it is. So I'm going to go to my disk 2 right here. And Most of these are probably going to be larger than 32 gigabytes. If you have something bigger than 32 gigabytes, you need to create a partition that is 32 gigabytes or smaller. Otherwise, you won't be able to format this FAT32. So just a heads up, let's go to the volume right here, and then I'm going to delete the volume and then go to yes. And this is why we have to delete it, because our drive is too big. We have to delete it and then create a 32 gigabyte partition on here. So now we have on allocated space. Let's right click into here and go to new simple volume, and then go through here and let's go to next. And here is where we have to type in 32,000. 32,000. And we're going to have to come back to this in the future after we update the BIOS, and we can delete this and then just create a full partition on it. So just to remember how you're doing this right now. And then let's assign a letter. So let's go to Z. And now, since we have this under 32 gigabytes or 32 gigabytes or less, we have the option for FAT32. If you had this larger than 32 gigabytes, it would be EXFAT. All right, so this is very important. Otherwise, it's not going to show up under your BIOS menu when we go to there. So let's go to next now, and then go to finish. And we're going to have a large amount just unallocated. So if we look at this when it updates and we go back to it, it just says it's 57 gigabytes right here. Only 32 gigabytes will be filled up now. Now that we have this folder open, let's go to the desktop and then open up our download folder here. So we can get rid of this. So here it is, the BIOS update. And we can drag this into here. And boom, we have it on here. And it's not a very large file. You can see it's only like 15 megabytes. And I can see it in my Z drive now. So perfect. And we can go back to here and you can see I have 31 gigabytes and then unallocated space. So in the future, what we're going to do is we're going to come back to this and then delete this and then redo this and use up all the space. But for now, we're just going to be leaving a little bit unused. Now, what we want to do is launch our computer into the BIOS menu. The easiest way for me to show you to do that is to go to Start, go to Settings, go to Windows Update, then go to Advanced Options. Then under here, let's go to Recovery. Then go to Advanced Startup right here and go to Restart Now. Now we want to go to where it says Troubleshoot, Advanced Options, UEFI Firmware Settings. And then go to Restart. And this will bypass us having to press like F2, delete, F8, or F9 to launch into the BIOS menu. So we don't have to do anything. It'll just restart right into the BIOS. So we can see it's bypassing the screen. And we're under here. Now we want to go down to where it says Q Flash and select this and go to Update BIOS. Now we should be able to see our flash drive in here. And if you don't see it, you probably did something wrong. Maybe it's not FAT32. Otherwise, try a different USB port on your computer. So I just have mine in my front USB port 3.0. It shows up and I can see it down here. I got my SSD down here. And over here we can see B450M. That's my motherboard model. So we can select this twice and it's verifying it. And then we can press start on it and it's updating the BIOS right now. It's at 5-6%, and this should take about maybe 7 or 8 minutes to update completely. Once you get done, you'll probably notice some of your settings will be reset. Before we do this, there was an option over here where it says save your BIOS and stuff, or your options. You could do that too, and then just update everything right there. All right, so it says it's going to reboot in like 2 seconds here. Now that is complete, my computer's going to turn off. And then it might reboot like 2 or 3 different times where you see the BIOS screen. That is fine. Eventually it's going to just boot up. Now it looks like I didn't have to redo anything on my desktop, but you will get something that says App Center. Would you like to download and install the drivers and Gigabyte Utilities App Center? So since you update the BIOS, it's going to give you this option. And I'm just going to go ahead and just download this for whatever reason. But you don't have to. Hopefully this video did indeed help you out. If it did, leave it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below for more tech videos coming up next on Your 6 Studios.